So, firstly, it's kind of inaccurate to even call it the Irish border in the historical sense. It's a British border created at the end of the Irish War of Independence. So, what is now the Republic of Ireland was once upon a time the Irish Free State established by the Anglo-Irish Treaty. So the Irish Free State was a self-governing dominion of the British Empire. As with the modern state of Ireland, it comprised 26 out of the 32 counties of Ireland. The other 6 counties in the north exercised their right under the aforementioned treaty to remain within the UK. Bit of background I'm sure I've gone over before on this channel, probably fairly recently, I don't know. The border itself is over 300 miles long, and it snakes from Lough Foyle in the north down to the very beautiful Carlingford Lough in the northeast of the island of Ireland. The partition of Ireland in 1921 firstly created what is called a provisional boundary. We had a boundary commission by the mid-20s. Eventually the governments in Dublin, London and Belfast come to an agreement, and it all gets lodged with the League of Nations and becomes international law. Yeah. Now, as far as customs checks go, they were in effect for almost 70 years, between 1923 and 1993. What happens in 93? Well, the abolition of customs checks between members of what was called the European Community, the beginning of the European single market. The market, the union, which the UK government insists that we are going to leave at the end of this very month. Yeah, great. What about military checks on the border? Well, during the Troubles, capital T, there were checkpoints at the main border crossings, and other crossings were simply blocked off. The Good Friday Agreement in 1998 significantly changed the state of play. Didn't happen overnight, but we haven't had any British military checkpoints or military infrastructure on the border for a good many years, and for my part, I don't want to see any soldiers or checkpoints on that border so long as that border exists. But what about future customs checks, given the UK's future political and economic trajectory? Assuming the B word actually happens, assuming. Well, the Irish government don't want a hard border. Neither does the UK government, supposedly. EU talking heads don't want it either, but there is this small matter of protecting the integrity of the single market. The Irish backstop was part of the withdrawal agreement thrashed out by the former UK government under Theresa May and the EU negotiating team. That agreement has been shot down several times by the UK Parliament. Under the new Johnson regime, they say the backstop, that insurance policy, has to go in any future deal. As far as alternative options go, the new government has been deliberately vague. No detailed plans, just unclear, cloudy, not fleshed out ideas. But apparently, I'm hearing in the next few days we are going to see details, so yeah. Whoop-de-doo, stay tuned for that. So here we are, competing agendas and electioneering, huge egos, putting people's lives at risk over this issue. Great.